Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Media Files. Today, we got ourselves a nice little Goodwill run. Yeah. This time featuring nothing but war movies. Yeah. So, sometimes when you just walk into a Goodwill and you see a cart sitting there that's absolutely loaded to the brim with DVDs, and you're like, hey, there's a bunch of war movies in there. Let's see what they've got. And lo and behold, everything here is something that I have never seen before. So, some of them I kind of sound somewhat familiar. Others, like I said, most of these I've never seen before, but, we'll get things going here. So we have several DVDs and actually one Blu-ray set, which is actually a miniseries. So we'll deal with the Blu-ray first. So first off, we have this miniseries that was a 5-part HBO miniseries, kind of like the Chernobyl miniseries that was on there. But it stars Rebecca Hall and Benedict Cumberbatch. And I'm like, I've never heard of this. But here we have, we have some miniseries entitled Parade's End. Yeah, the reason why I kind of grabbed it is because it's set during World War I, or as diehard people will call it, it's actually known as the Great War, way before World War II. But I've never actually heard of this, and I enjoy a really good miniseries. And it looks like it's shot in black and white, which is kind of interesting. Well, at least the cover art is, but I don't know if the whole thing is shot in black and white or not, but that would be interesting if it was. Nope, color. Okay, never mind. But yeah, not bad at all. Looks pretty cool. Alrighty, now let's get into the goodies. So now a lot of these I've never even heard of, and a lot of these are from like MGM and of course Fox. Some are from HBO, of course. Basically, the only two that I really recognize, actually three of them, are one that I recognize. We'll go through first. Alright, so first up, from HBO, we have a movie that I've never seen before, but I have seen... what is it? I have seen Red Tails, and I absolutely loved that movie. It was really, really good. But here we have a movie starring Lawrence Fishburne. We have The Tuskegee Airmen. Yeah. Made for HBO, and looks like a lot of fun. So have to give this one a shot, because I know... let's hear. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Cuba Gooding Jr. is in this, and he was also in Red Tails as well. Cool. That's awesome. Alrighty, so then up next we have we have a Vietnam film. One that I've really been wanting to see. I've heard great things about it, but never actually seen it. And here we have a film starring, of course, the legendary Gene Hackman, and of course Danny Glover, who you all know as Murtaugh. We have Bat 21. Yeah, not bad at all. I mean, I'm like, cool. I've never actually seen this, and it looks awesome. All right, so up next we have a war film, which I've been trying to track down the collector's edition of, but I can't seem to find it. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just get this for now, and then whenever I find the collector's edition version of this, then I'll, swap out. But here we have, featuring the legendary Frank Sinatra, we have Von Ryan's Express from the Fox War Classics series. Typical of Fox, they just put a trailer on there, and that's about it. At least they were smart, and they actually gave it cover art, which is kind of nice, and the thing is in there too. Awesome. Alrighty, so up next we have a movie, another one from the Fox War Classic series, one that I've never even heard of, but it sounds awesome. But here we have starring Richard Attenborough, who most of you know as, of course, from Jurassic Park as John Hammond, but he also directed one of my favorite movies, Gandhi. Also co-starring Mia Farrow, we have Guns at Batasi. I believe that's how you pronounce that. But yeah, I heard that this one's supposed to be really good. Oh, this was Mia Farrow's first movie. Sweet. Awesome. Even has a commentary. That's something you don't see very often. Sweet. And we have, hey, nice. We even have cover art. Cool. I like cover art. All right. Up next, we have a war film featuring none other than, well, what can we say? The Joker himself. You know, shall I say, 89 Joker. And, of course, he's known for other great, great films, including, Mars Attacks, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, of course, loads of other great other movies. But we also, I've never heard of this, but here we have, starring Jack Nicholson, a very young Jack Nicholson. We have Back Door to Hell. Yeah. Directed by Monty Hellman. Cool. I can't remember what else he's directed. He's directed lots of some pretty good stuff. So up next, we have one of those movies that you see constantly all the time, usually in the dollar bin, usually at most places. Of course, we have from Alpha Video, which you probably have seen millions of those things. Sometimes that's really the only way we can get these movies on physical media. But here we have starring Chester Morris and Robert Mitchum. We have Ariel Gunner. This sounds pretty cool. And, like I said, it's generally one of those Alpha Video things, so you'll see loads of these in there. Let's see here. All right, so up next we have, let's see here. Another one from HBO. From the director of Hamburger Hill and the Dogs of War. Oh, sweet. So here we have starring Martin Donovan, Dwight Yoakam, Ron Eldard, and Frank Whaley. We have When Trumpets Fade, basically about the Battle of the Hurtgen Forests in the fall of 1944. Huh, interesting. Never heard of that battle before. Cool. Got loads of great stuff. All right, so up next, this one, I had no idea what it was. I almost didn't get it until I looked at the front cover, until it said Fox War Classics. I'm like, I gotta get it. So here we have a movie called starring Henry Fonda and Maureen O'Hara. We have, let's see here, from the book, based from John Brophy. Yeah. So here we have a movie called Immortal Sergeant. Yeah. Like I said, a lot of these movies I've never even heard of, because obviously these were made in the course, in the mid to early 40s during the course of World War II. Now this one, I have been trying to track this one down for a while. It just sounds really cool. Starring, of course, James Caan. Here we have Submarine X1. Yeah, this sounds like a really awesome submarine film, and yeah, it just looks and sounds completely awesome. I mean, just with a title like that alone, it sounds like something from an older TV series. But speaking of older TV series, this one I've been also trying to track down for quite a while. This one's pretty hard to find, at least from what I've seen. But you never know like I said, whenever Goodwill gets something in, you see it, you're like, dude, sounds awesome. All right, so here we have starring David McCallum from the TV series The Man from U.N.C.L.E. We have Mosquito Squadron. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Some of these movies, it sounds like it'd be awesome if they would get a remake, but just sometimes the cover art just kind of sells you. All right, then up next we have a movie that's a little bit newer, but of course set in, I want to say maybe World War II, maybe? It doesn't really say, but yeah, I'd say probably World War II. But anyways, here we have a movie starring the late great Bill Paxton, one that I've never heard of. So here we have Resistance. I've never heard of this one, and like I said, all I know is that it has Bill Paxton in it, and I'm like, never heard of that one. Let's give that one a watch. Then up next, we have a movie from the director of Bullet, Peter Yates. By the way, that's one of the greatest movies ever made. But this is a movie that I've never seen before, and, well, this is really the only other movie that I've never really seen hardly any of Peter O'Toole's work besides, of course, Lawrence of Arabia and Troy. But here we have Murphy's War. Yeah. Sounds pretty cool. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Then up next, we have a movie from, is it from Fox? Yep. Another one of the Fox War Classics collection. Yeah. Looks like an awesome submarine movie. Of course, it's an Academy Award winning film from 1943 for best special effects. Looks like it's in color. Yeah, ooh, photographed in Technicolor. Yeah, that's something that you don't really see very often in the old 40s movies. But here we have Tyrone Power in Crash Dive. Yeah. All right, and finally, here we have a movie from MGM, and winner, of course, of 2 Academy Awards, including cinematography and best story and screenplay. Let's see here, written, of course, by Robert Purish, I believe is how you pronounce it. But the only really actor I really kind of knew in this, maybe 2 of them. So here we have, of course, Ricardo Montalban, everybody knows as Colin. And we also have James Whitmore. I'm not sure who else is in here. Bunch of other actors I've never even heard of. But anyways, so here we have Battleground. Yeah. Looks like this title sounded pretty cool. And of course it takes place during, I believe during the Battle of the Bulge, maybe? Yeah. Oh, no, the Battle of Bastogne. Oh, nice. Alrighty. Wow. Cool. So, yeah, not a bad haul there for you military buffs out there. Yeah, what can I say? Look at that. Nice big haul of stuff. There we go. Alrighty, well, that does it for me for now, you guys. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.